Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Get the snake off.
That would not help to get the python off of Gabriel.
Oh, this thing's choking me. This thing's choking me.
There's no time for that.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Yes, the very first death scene in Gabriel Night. I kind of like how they do that, how you're perfectly safe for like the first, 5 days? But then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you're starting to see that, well, things are out to get you. The closer you get to, solving this thing, the more people are going to want to try to stop you, and we kind of see that here, so let's try that again. Okay, now remember what happened before when we pressed that light switch? I turned the fan on and the snake freaked out. Well, I wonder if it would make the snake maybe let us go, and if we did that right now. Come on, get it?
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did? I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see, and we were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Guess it was just an innocent accident, but need to go back and recover. Jeez, that was it was not pleasant.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
Well, you're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
You gonna take care of me, Grace?
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Gray.
Well, excuse me.
Well, what did she just pick off of our face? She put it in the ashtray here.
There's something in the ashtray.
Let's see. Let's use our magnifying glass.
There's a snake scale in the ashtray.
And that's what she picked from our face. The third snake scale we can get.
Looks like the python left me a souvenir. Very interesting.
I wonder. I'll see if I can get the right one.
Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python. Hued with purples and greens. It matches the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. He places the two scales together.
Oh man. So, that could very well be the same snake. Is Dr. John not telling us something? Well, anyway, as you remember, in the last episode, Dr. Hartridge called us. Professor Hartridge, whatever you want to call him.
I'm out of here. Try not to.
Yeah. So, let's go see what he has to tell us. Tulane University. Open the door back here. See what he has to say.
Hey, Hartridge, what's the good word? Hartridge? Ah! Oh, God, not again.
Oh no, don't tell me. Just like Crash. It looks as though he's choked. But what did he choke on, or was somebody choking him?
Something about Hartridge's death mask reminds Gabriel of the way Crash checked out. Not a pretty ending.
And once again, this image just gave me chills right now, but, wow. that is unfortunate. And he had stuff to tell us. Well, is there anything here about what he was talking about?
Dr. Hartridge's desk. On the desk is a sheet of paper with some scribbled notes. It looks recent.
Haha, that must be about the Veve.
These notes look interesting.
So let's just put our fingerprints all over everything. And, check out the notes. Just stand here in the office with the dead guy.
Hartridge's notes.
Oh, we have to use the read icon, of course. People's Republic of Benin. The Agri tribe. Ogun Baragri. Dambala. Interesting. Well, I do believe we have all the evidence we freaking need to, get that case reopened. Let's just leave Hartridge there and, I hope he gets found soon. I'd hate for him to just...
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
And we don't even get questioned or anything. Maybe he just did it anonymously. Oh, let's go to the police station. Mosley, I got some things to show you. What the?
One of the Getty drummers watches the police station.
Why is he calling it one of the Getty drummers? I don't know. But yeah, now there's a Rada drummer. That's probably what I meant to say. A Rada drummer that is outside the police station communicating. That's, it's not good. Alright, Mosley, you're gonna want to see what I have to show you.
Detective Mosley. Hard at work, I see. Nay, come on in.
So first, let's show him Hartridge's notes.
Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about them?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
This is interesting, if true. But how do you know he had the right pattern?
Well, let's show him the Bebe.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So that's what Hartridge used, huh? I guess his analysis is on target, then. Okay, the murders were committed by a legitimate voodoo cult. You proved your point.
Now let's show him the scales.
I have these two snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Is this common? Do they all look alike?
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales, and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic.
A python?
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It certainly suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. If we can tie them into this voodoo cult, we just might have something.
Well, we have one more little piece of evidence, a newspaper clipping. Let's see, where is it? So many pieces of paper in my inventory. This should be it.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810?
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? That they are a threat?
Okay, they're a threat. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here tonight.
We have some sort of knack for it or something.
Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. In fact, I better lock up this office just in case I step on a few toes. Come on.
Probably a good idea. We've been seeing what's been happening to people involved with this case. They've been trying to do it to me, too.
Now, lay low and let me handle this.
Yeah, fine.
Alright, let's get out of here. And
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
yeah, day 5 is already done. The last couple of days have been pretty short. Are you gonna call her again? Dude. Okay, she's not answering.
Dang!
Don't be so clingy. Oh, and our first night without her, we're having the dream again. We didn't have it the last 2 nights, and the last 2 nights we were with her. Oh, something new is happening here. A circle within another circle. We have the medallion again. And that sword that turns into snakes. Once more, it all keeps leading back to us. Day 6. Oh, jeez. What? What?
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel?
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in back. It's okay.
Okay. Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No. I'll take care of it.
But Gabriel...
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
They know where you live now.
It's gonna be fine. Now go on.
Jeez, cleaned up that whole rug, too.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No. I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Ugh. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on rotted drums.
All right.
Really? Great.
So you're probably starting to see why this game is so amazing. I mean, at first it's just a lot of investigation, a lot of talking, a lot of exposition. But the further you get into the game, what the?
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Yeah, the further you get into the game, the more stuff starts happening. What is that?
Special delivery, it seems.
Alright, careful.
It's just an envelope.
Full of anthrax.
I can see that.
Well, let's take a look at that envelope.
Gabriel eyes the surreptitiously delivered envelope. There doesn't seem to be anything unusual about it.
Let's open it up.
Gabriel opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley and a small brass key.
It was just Mosley. Okay.
The key is from Mosley. Mosley's note says,
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am. At least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
The note is signed, Detective Mosley.
We might have to put him in the book after all. But yeah, despite kind of like the impression Gabriel gets of him, Mosley is a competent detective. And here's the book on the Rotterdrums, and it looks like these are the different messages you can send.
The book contains several pages of radar drum code.
Interesting. And of course we have the newspaper, so let's read that.
Times-Picayune, dated 23rd of June, 1993. Gabriel finds an article about St. Jean's Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by Voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. Jean's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou St. Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. Jean's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope.
Bad idea.
Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
These are really, really specific.
Sure, why not? It is St. John's Eve.
Oh, that's today.
They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
Anyway, we got the key to Mosley's office. Let's head over there.
Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
Stay safe,
I'm
Grace.
trying, Gracie.
To the police station. Let's open up that office.
Gabriel can't do anything with that door from the lobby.
Oh, well, of course.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Sorry.
Huh, he's not letting us back there anymore. Shoot, well how are we going to get in Mosley's office? Well, the guy does seem to like those, pastry things that I forgot the name of. Beignets, that's what they are. I remember he got super distracted by them, but where's the beignet guy? Need to go find him. We had a hot dog vendor over by Jackson Square. Maybe that's where the beignet guy is doing his business. So let's see if we can find him here.
A vendor selling beignet and cafe au lait has taken the lucky dog vendor's old spot.
Looks like it, but we want him back at the police station.
Hello. What can I do for you, sir?
What the heck are beignets, anyway?
Deep-fried sweet dough with powdered sugar on top. New Orleans donuts, sir.
I've seen those elsewhere too, so it's not like it's original to New Orleans. It sounds just like a funnel cake in the shape of a donut.
What happened to the guy who used to be here?
The lucky dog guy? I took over his spot.
It's not like there aren't more spots. This is a big park.
Say, haven't I seen you before?
I get around the French Quarter. Used to be at Royal and Conti.
The police station is.
You say you used to be at Royale and Conti?
That's right.
Why'd you leave Royal and Conti?
Well, the guy who used to be here, the lucky dog guy, he was my cousin Ralph. He went off to college, see, and this spot came
that's
open.
awesome.
I thought Jackson Square'd be a better gig, you know? Tourists and all.
Is it?
Well, no, actually.
Oh, that poor desk sergeant is probably starving.
Nice place.
Yeah. I always did pretty well there.
Well, why don't you go back?
Why don't you go back there?
Do you think? I've been kind of torn. Must be the weather. These thick clouds we've had all week. I'm just not seeing the crowds here that I expected.
Oh, well, you should totally go back.
I definitely think you should go back to Royal and Conti.
Really? I'm glad you think so. I always liked that beat, but I thought I ought to give this a shot.
Oh, absolutely. The grass is always greener.
Exactly. You're right. I'm going back over there today.
All right. So, let's meet him over there so we can be ready to take advantage of his presence.
Hey, it's a beignet guy. He's back.
Where?
Everyone's excited. You should go on out there too, Mr. Desk Sergeant. Come on, you know you're hungry.
Grab me 3 or 4, would you?
Forget it, I'm broke.
Seriously, get your
Rats.
own.
You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
And we can... Nope. Ah. What? I have no idea what went wrong there. Do I leave and come back, or...? I hope it's not like a problem with the computer being too fast. We don't have to go back to Jackson Square, do we? Okay, I don't know what happened there. The problem I'm hoping as not is that with these older games, sometimes there are certain, times things that are on a timer, and you have to, do things real quick, and that includes us getting into the office before they come back from the beignet guy. But sometimes with older games like this, it's based on the speed of the computer somehow. And since, modern day computers are a lot faster than the computers that these were made on, that can sometimes be an issue, not giving you any time at all to do the things you need to do, and thus breaking the game. This is on DOSBox, so that shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't. But I'm going to save right now, and I'm going to try that again, and if it doesn't work, then I'm going to go to the message boards, because I got this from GOG, and I'm sure, if I'm experiencing a problem like that, other people have as well, and there will be a solution, and I'll get to you back get back to it next time, but I'm going to try this again. Okay, got in. Okay. Just need to make sure just do this as quickly as possible. No, 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 don't come back. Ah. Okay, this is an issue. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to see if I can fix this. But can we get to Mosley's office? Well, you just got to find out next time on Let's Play Gabriel Knight's Sins of the Fathers. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.